It's time for a new Let's Play. Welcome guys to Let's Play The Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. I've been promising you all of this for years, and it's about time we finally got this show underway. Main reason I put it off for so long is because The Elder Scrolls 2 is quite buggy and quite punishing. But I think it's about time we got this show on the road. Now, I must admit Daggerfall isn't really my area of expertise, and I know very little about this game, so this is going to be kind of blind. So if you guys are seeking a perfect Let's Play / walkthrough or whatever this, then I suggest that you keep on looking, because this most certainly is not going to be perfect. It's going to be far from it. It's going to be a turd with maybe a couple of sprinkles on it, but I'm going to try my best, and hopefully it'll make decent viewing material. Now, please select your home province. As you all know, the multiple provinces of Tamriel. You can play as any race apart from orcs or imperials. So if you try clicking on the imperial province, you can't play as one. Let's start off in the top corner. We got High Rock. Bretons hail from the province of High Rock. You are part of a tall, fair-skinned people, highly intelligent and willful. Magic seems to infuse their very being of the Breton people. As a race, they are more resistant to the effects of hostile magic than any other group, and thus are excellent in all arcane arts. Is your character to be a Breton? No. Skyrim! Norse hail from the province of Skyrim. You are part of a tall and fair-skinned people, strong, willful, and hardy. Owing to the climate of Skyrim, Norse are resistant to the coldest of temperatures, and take little damage even from ice-based magical attacks. Norse are historically well-suited to all the arts of the warrior. Morrowind. Dark Elves hail from the province of Morrowind. You are part of a tall, dark-skinned people, known to be extremely strong, intelligent, and quick. They are extremely versatile in all manners of skills, and well known as warriors and mages. Is your character to be a Dark Elf? No. Hammerfell. Redguards hail from the province of Hammerfell. You are part of a dark-skinned people, extremely hardy and quick. Legend has it that the Redguard are innately more proficient with weaponry than any other race. In general, Redguards make excellent warriors. This is true. Somerset Isle. High Elves hail from the province of Somerset. You are part of a tall, golden-skinned people, extremely intelligent, agile, and willful. The magical nature of Somerset Isle has made the High Elves natural spellcasters who are immune to paralyzing poisons and spells. Okay. Valenwood. Wood Elves hail from the province of Valenwood. You are part of a tall, fair-skinned people, known to be extremely agile and quick. Wood Elves have a natural affinity for the bow and arrow, and all members of the race have some ability with that weapon. There are well-known Wood Elves in every class, but the arts of thievery are their particular forte. Elsewhere. Khajiit hail from the province of Elsewhere. You are part of a tawny-skinned people, extremely hardy, intelligent, and agile. Many Khajiit have taken to painting their faces to more resemble their legendary feline cousins, the predatory cats that hunt the Great Desert. Khajiit are on the whole excellent climbers and adept in all the arts of the thief. See, in this game, Khajiits are still more human than they are cat. And last but not least, Blackmarsh. Argonians hail from the province of Blackmarsh. You are part of a highly evolved race of reptiles known for their intelligence, agility, and speed. Because of their reptilian nature, Argonians do not tire easily when swimming. While many Argonians have successfully mastered the arts of thievery and spellcasting, there are some well-regarded as warriors. The class we are going to be for this race is... the class we're going to be for this Let's Play, is a Nord, I reckon. Why? Because I like Nords. Nords are strong, and I think it will suit the type of class I want to play. So we are going to be a male. We are going to choose from a list of possible classes. No. Don't want to double click. Don't want to be a mage. We want to go down here. We want to be a custom class. A custom class is as you think it is. It's a custom class. Let's start by choosing our class name, shall we? What shall our name be? How about Let's Player? That'll do. Let's choose our statistics here. Now, I kind of want my character to be a hybrid between a warrior and a mage. Don't really want to be a thief, as I don't know. The couple of times I've played this game, I've never got on well with trying to be thieves. I found the stealth didn't work too well for me. But to be a mage/warrior combo, we are going to want to dock personality. I've never really gone well with personality in this game, so we're going to dock this all the way down to 10. So we're going to be pretty, put it this way, our personality is going to be pretty dire. They're probably sea slugs with more personality than us. We talk about dirt. We talk about, I don't know, what else lacks taste. Well, you get the picture. Speed is quite important. I like speed. Luck. I always like maintaining a pretty normal luck, actually. But for the purposes of this Let's Play, let's dock that down a bit. Let's put it then to 30. So we've got about 60 points to play with. Now, to be a mage / whatever, you need a good combination of intelligence and willpower. You can't really dock one and buff up the other. Because in this game, I'm pretty sure that all the magic classes are judged around willpower. So you can have a really high intelligence, which will mean you'll get tons of magic points. But without having a good willpower, you won't be able to really cast them effectively. And henceforth, having good willpower, being able to cast your spells really well, and having a really low intelligence, aka no magic points, spell points, whatever you want to call it, well, that isn't really going to help you much. So I want to bump both of these up to about, let's say 70. 70 is a good stat. You will get the chance to increase them a little bit more. Okay. Now, speed is good for obvious reasons, so is strength. But agility is really good. It judges your ability to hit things and dodge things, which is pretty crucial. So I'm going to leave strength, endurance, and speed as it is. Usually I'd like to put a bit more into speed, but I think it'll be okay for now. Now you can choose several skills. You can have 3 primary, 3 major, and 6 minor. Now for my primary skills, in every other Elder Scrolls game I've ever played, I've always gone long blade. So, why not? Let's go for blunt weapon. That'll be fun. I want to go for critical strike, and I want to go for dodging, because you can't get expertise in any armor in this game. So that should make for an interesting set of primary skills. Major-wise, I want mysticism. I want restoration so I can heal myself. And God, let's have some destructive magic. I've never got on well with destruction in the Elder Scrolls games, so let's see if I can do any better at it this time. And as far as minor skills go, I want hand-to-hand. Because like in Arena, certain monsters in this game can only be hit by certain grades of weapon. I think if you have a mithril weapon or above, you should be able to hit every enemy in this game. Liches, can you? Actually, yeah. To hit any form of lich or daedra, you need a mithril or above. So hand-to-hand is good, because of course you can't have fists made of certain materials. So hand-to-hand is always a good one to fall back on, in case you don't have a decent enough weapon. So I want to try and get that fairly high if I can. But I don't think it's enough to warrant a major skill. This will just be a fallback, in case, you know, we're really doing pretty poorly in the blunt department. What else do I want? I want jumping. Jumping's important. Thaumaturgy. Don't know how you pronounce it. No doubt someone in the comments will tell me how it's properly pronounced. Feel free. I want medical. This basically determines how quickly you heal from resting. I want running. And what else do I want? Is there anything I want? We go for stealth. Let's go for mercantile. Oh, mercantile is actually pointless because our personality is, one for a better word, shit. How about alteration? Why not? Let's get some more proficiency in magic skills. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Change it back. There we go. Okay, now I want to set special advantages and disadvantages. Because basically, do as they say they do. I want to add... Actually, let's add our disadvantages first. Let's screw ourselves over. For this, I want critical weakness to disease. If you get hit by disease, it's pretty deadly from what I understand, no matter what. So, we'll go with critical weakness to disease. Then we'll go with critical weakness to frost. Nor's naturally resistant to frost, so that should be able to cancel this out, I'm hoping. Now I want to forbid a load of stuff. Certain skills drop more points from this dagger thing here. For instance, forbidding a material steel drops it by about 10 or 11, I think. You can't see it in point notation, you can see it in visual notation. But see, if we give ourselves those weaknesses, and we try and increase this, see, it's not rising until we get to a certain bit. So if we add loads of disadvantages, we can get that all the way up to 30 and it won't go up. But you've got to have it between the grey bit. You can't have it in either the red up here, or the red down here. So by adding special advantages, we can try and balance that out. I want the dagger to be just around here, the 0.3. That makes it easier to level up a skill. So, for instance, if we're trying to level up blade, it'll multiply by 0.3. Should be able to level it up quicker. Okay, now I want to forbid materials. I want to forbid iron. Iron is pretty useless and you immediately get some better items. I want to forbid Elven, because I don't really like Elven. Elven is literally just the one better than steel, and it doesn't actually have that much improvement, so go on, let's add a special disadvantage to that. Like I said, guys, this is a bit of a blind run, so this is a bit of an experiment for me, just as much as it is for you. And let's block out Orcish, because from what I understand, you can barely ever find Orcish in the game. And let's forbid... don't know, forbid Daedric. Steel. Why not? Let's make this a little bit challenging for ourselves. Steel is almost naturally abundant everywhere at the start of the game. So we're going to make it a little bit difficult for ourselves in the long term. In the short term even. But in the long term, well, hopefully we'll start finding Dwarven quite quickly. Which, from what I can remember in my short playthroughs of this game, you can do. So, as long as we find some Dwarven, we're safe. If we don't, well, things are going to get a little bit crispy without iron and steel. So we may have to do a bit of hope and praying in that department. Okay. We can add one more special disadvantage. That's a bit of weapon and long blade. And now dock a ton of points as well. So as you can see, Dagger is nice and low. Now I want to add some special advantages to try and combat that. So, the first one I want is increased magery. 3 times the intelligence and spell points. That should give us 210 extra spell points. That dagger would have shot up a ton in terms of points. I want bonus to hit. Expertise in blunt would be useful because we are specialising in blunt. That'll give us a extra few skill points, I imagine. And I want immunity to paralysis. If it's anything like arena, paralysis sucks. If a spider gets with paralysis, you're pretty much screwed unless you have a potion of free action. So let's just give ourselves immunity to it. Wash our hands of it. And finally, from what I understand, friends and various Let's Plays, the most common type of enemy you'll come across in the game is the humanoid variety. So if we add that, we're automatically giving ourselves a big bonus against any human sorts of enemy, which would be pretty useful. The bar is still pretty low. Let's have it around. I think we should have 20. I think you can have a little bit of red, so that should be out of count. You can edit your reputations if you want, but I like to keep them pretty small. A good reputation with merchants is always good. Let's tell you what, let's reduce nobility down to 10. Actually, no. We'll keep them all 0 because deducting any will have certain consequences. For instance, nobility. I think that will kind of screw over some potential quests. So, I want to play it safe. I want to keep everyone happy. So let's exit. We're happy with this, so let's exit. There we go. Would you like to fast start your character by automatically generating your character's background? Ooh, hit the mic. Don't do that. Choose your character's career path by answering 12 important career decisions. This will give you some extra points. What magic have you been studying the longest? Destruction. What motivates you into a life of adventure? Let's stop hitting the mic, guys, sorry. Knowledge. Knowledge would be good. Helping others. Fun. I think selecting riches gives you more money at the start. So I don't know what I want to go for. Knowledge would be good, I guess. Fame, I think, improves your reputation with people. Let's go with knowledge. In between formal study, you spent your time sparring. That will improve our hand-to-hand. Since childhood, you have saved 100 gold pieces, a favourite book, buckler, a Kairos. For Kairos, I'm pretty sure it's either iron or steel, so that'll be useless to us. Let's go with a favourite book. In gratitude for services rendered, the Emperor gave you. Usually you would always go with the ebony dagger. But I don't have much affiliation with short swords, so I'm going to spice up a bit and go with the silver staff, because that does count as a blunt weapon. We can't use Elven. As you grew older, you received additional magical training in the School of Mysticism. As a childhood, your nickname was Scrapper. That improves your hand-to-hand. You are friendlier than most with the Infernal Daedra. Of all the scribble types, you have the most personal hatred for stupid peasants. Immoral assassins. You are intimate friends with an assassin. I can't help imagine how to spice things up. What god, if any, do you worship? I worship no god. I'm pretty sure that improves your reputation with scholars. You have the most trouble avoiding diseases. Your reputation has changed as follows. Scholars, higher. Name thyself. I am Shelobix, the 2nd generation. Now let's pick a face. There's always a laugh in the first 3 Elder Scrolls games. My god. Shiny. He looks angry. He looks like he's had his face punched in. Let's go with this guy. He looks pretty furious. Here you can re-roll some stats. 8 is pretty poor, so 13. Can we get any better than 13? Oh, we had 14 then. There we go. Let's go for this then. One more speed. Let's get luck up to 40. Endurance up to 60. I'm just using this to round off my stats. Intelligence, and we'll pump an extra 2 points into speed. I always like being able to move quickly. So we do damage +1. Our max encumbrance is 90. We have 240 spell points. We have a magic resist of 7. A bonus to hit to 2. Hit points +1. Healing rate +1. Okay. Okay, more points. Let's just split these out evenly among blunt weapon, critical striking, and dodging. Give 1 more to blunt. Okay. Let's get the rest of these up to par. Or as close as possible. And for all these, I'm just going to dump them in hand-to-hand. Yeah, again, really useful fallback to have. If you don't have the appropriate weapon, for like a Daedra or even an Imp, where you need at least a steel weapon, if you only have iron, you can start pummeling him with your fists. It's not as great as having your speciality weapon, but it's better than a sharp stick in the eye, so go for that. Player reflexes determine the overall speed of the game. If you pick very high reflexes, the monsters will move and attack quickly, forcing you to be quick with controls. So your fingering has, got to be on form. Saying fingering really doesn't sound right. I imagine I'll now get arrested at some point. Very low reflexes means the monsters will move and attack slowly, allowing you to adopt to a more cautious, thoughtful play style. Your character will advance a little slower with a lower reflex setting, and will advance a little faster with a higher reflex setting. Very high. We can handle it. My fingering is on form. I've got to stop saying fingering. Sorry, guys. Okay. Final check to make sure you're happy with your character. I'm happy with that. So, let's start the game. We'll get a pretty long opening cutscene from our Emperor, Saviour, and Lord High. So I'm going to be quiet, sit back, and enjoy the ridiculous fire effect that this game shows you.
"400 years after Tiberseptim's reign, the beginning will meet the end, and the bloody circle will close in the empire of Tamriel. The unworthy heirs of the Septim dynasty have allowed the bonds of the empire to weaken and crack. Uriel Septim, the Seventh, cannot repair what his ancestors ignored. The provinces fight among themselves like neglected children, drunk with rebellion, and one indomitable power hides itself, but not forever."
Excuse the gloom, but none may know of this meeting. The nature of my trouble is darker still. Over a year ago, King Lysandus of Daggerfall died honorably on the field of battle. He was as loyal a subject, ally, and friend as you are. I did grieve for him, but his spirit does not rest. With the spectral army, he haunts his former kingdom, crying for revenge. I do not know why a good and loyal man would be so cursed. Perhaps you can find the answer and close the marble jaws of oblivion, bringing peace to his soul. I ask this as your emperor and your friend. I have one lesser request. Several years ago, I wrote a letter to the Queen of Daggerfall. It never arrived. The letter was of a sentimental and personal nature. If you find and destroy that letter, I will be grateful. Now, my champion, rest well this night, for tomorrow you sail for the kingdom of Daggerfall.
Interesting stuff. You awaken and look around the room. Some hours ago you were in a boat en route to Daggerfall, when a storm of supernatural strength boiled over the Lyke Bay, like a malefic creature. Your boat was destroyed, but you managed to swim through the churning water to a promontory rock. There you found a cave and escaped the fury of the storm. You had only just lit a small fire when a mudslide sealed you within. Your fear of being buried alive calmed when you saw the corridor leading out of the cavern. Perhaps there is a way out of the cavern after all. Once free of the cave, you can begin the Emperor's quest. Interesting. And the game will try and give you a tutorial. I don't want it. So here we are. We're in game. And one of the first things you need to do to ensure you have optimal fingering. Sorry guys, I'll stop saying fingering. Let's just make sure you have a look at the controls. Make sure they're set out how you want it to. Now, I've done this pre-game, so I've got them all set out in the way I want them to. I've just set it to WASD. Got the grab commands, got the activates, got my cast, which is R, abort, which is F, etc, etc. Now the way which you attack in this game, like Arena, you hold down right click, whatever you set it to, you swing your mouse left or right, forward or back. Depending on your speed, your attack, depending on how quickly your speed is, will affect your attack. Okay, so it's been 30 minutes, give or take. Let's just have a quick look at our character. Here he is in all his glory. Nice pink shirt. And we've got our silver staff, which we'll equip. So you can take all his clothes off. If you want to, you can even... If anyone out there is younger than the age of 18, please avert your eyes now. You can whip him off and view his lack of groin. But for the sake of being decent, we're not going to. Go on, we'll have him as bare chest though, why not? And that was a book we got. Worth 300. Oh, we've got 2 books. Nice. Part 5 and Part 6. Both sell for 300. We won't get it for 300 though, we'll probably end up selling it for about 79 gold or something. Because our mercantile and personality skill isn't that good. Now we get a standard iron longsword, which we can equip. But that's been 30 minutes, guys. I've been Shillabix. I'm going to save here. And when we next come back, we'll continue on with the game. See you then, guys. Have a good day.